Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew Hamuza from the Social Innovation and Health Initiative Hub, Malawi. We are hosted here at Kamuzu University of Health Sciences, and thank you for joining us today. So we're here today because we have a guest speaker who is going to take us through our third episode of the Social Innovation in Health. Let's Talk Social Innovation in Health series. So this series is actually a platform that the hubs in Malawi and Rwanda developed to ensure expert discussions on different topics around innovation and health. So we do host various individuals to take us through what's happening in the world of innovation as well as health. So in a couple of minutes, we'll invite Wangiwe to take us through this session today. But I would like us to at least have a background understanding of who our speaker is. So today we have Wangiwe Joanna Kambuzi. She is a social entrepreneur and leads the Emerge Livelihoods. For those that are familiar with Mzuzu E-Hub, that is what it was previously called, but now they've rebranded, and we now have the Emerge Livelihoods. So she is a founder and managing director, and apart from that, we should also acknowledge that she has been recognized for different awards. She's actually one of the 2024 Wealth Magazine's 100 Inspiring Women in Malawi, 2023 Africa Startup and Ecosystem Builders, also known as ASEB Ecosystem Builder. In 2019, she's 2019's Meaningful Business 100 for successfully combining profits. And she's also the 2019 Female Role Model of the Year for Malawi, 2018 Community Builder Awardee as well, under the Social Impact Incubator in Malawi. So you can see she does boast a good record in the field of innovation, social impact. So we do look forward to this section and hope to learn more from her.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew, and the Social Innovation in Health Initiative team. So again, my name is Wangiwe Joanna Kambuzi. I'm the Managing Director for Emerge Livelihoods. And I'm happy to be here today to share more about the capacity development and investment opportunities that social innovators have. Most likely it will fall into health, but might also fall into diverse sectors because we work in different sectors under our organization, but more focusing also on contributing towards the good health and well-being of individuals and communities across Malawi and beyond. So to begin with, I will just share a bit of more like a quote or the tagline for our organization, which says, "Together we can create endless possibilities for everyone to thrive." We normally use this because we believe that we cannot do all the work that we intend to do as social innovators alone, but rather because we believe that once we collaborate, we are actually increasing the possibility of attaining impact. And as we go through this presentation, you will see that there's a lot of opportunities that will be shared that are actually possible because we actually had to partner with other organizations or individuals to allow the intervention to come to life. So on the agenda, it's going to be very brief. I'll share a bit of the mission for the organization, the team, and also the problems that we saw in Malawi and even in most parts of Africa, as well as how we saw the problems as opportunities rather than problems. And then some of the community programs and services that we have across the organization, as well as our subsidiaries and who we work with, and how you can also get in touch with us. So, to begin with, as Emerge Livelihoods, our mission is to foster socioeconomic growth for communities through transformative solutions that leverage technology and innovation, but also promote inclusivity and collaboration. And to top it up, then there's my team, and I'm the managing director, like I said, but we work with about 16 full-time management staff. And the organization is governed by a board of directors that includes 4 dynamic cross-sectoral leaders. I've just shared a link that also has details for you to learn more about the team that we work with, because I couldn't feature everybody. And now just to dive deeper again into the problems and opportunities that we saw. So overall, if you look at the Malawi context, you learn every day how there's like vast unemployment as well as underemployment. And also some of the contributing factors include skills mismatch and then a lack of opportunities for most of us. There's about 40% of young people in Malawi that are deemed very highly skilled, only work in jobs that require a low skill level. For instance, they're self-employed, some of them work in micro enterprises, and then you see that maybe the jobs that they're doing are not really adding a lot of value in what they want to really do in life. And when we saw that, we're like, well, yeah, there's this huge problem. But how do we then contribute to make sure that we're contributing to creating more opportunities for young people, but maybe not just young people? How about each and every person who's also feeling like, I've been working, but I feel like I'm underemployed? So they have access to better opportunities if they want to explore self-employment. And for most, when they actually opt for self-employment, you find that the bigger challenge that they encounter is limited access to finance. So about 47% of startup enterprises do experience this challenge, and also about 41% cited that access to finance is actually the main barrier for growth. To read more about this one, you can find it in the FinScope survey 2019. I'm happy to share the link for most if you are interested to read more about that survey. And of late, also, again, you see that in Malawi and also most parts of Southern Africa, we've been encountering exposure to shocks. So that includes flooding, drought, that then eventually most households are considered unable to cope with this type of interventions. And in return, they're struggling with their livelihoods. And some, you find that they're losing the small business they were already running. For instance, smallholder farmers, because eventually they maybe didn't get their crops insured, and that leads to them losing income again. And another aspect is around infrastructure gaps. I think this one is pretty huge because it ranges from a lack of electricity access. I think as of now, we're still at 13% of most of the people in Malawi that have access to electricity, meaning there's a gap for about 77% that's still off grid. And you can imagine if even there's a health facility in a rural community somewhere, if they don't have access to electricity, that means their opportunities are still limited for them to operate strongly. And the other aspects include lack of adequate roads, bridges, better sanitation or water access, as well as communication networks. So you see that only 1 in 10 people in Malawi do have access to information, communication, or technology due to the high cost and complexity. From the recent Digital Malawi report, we've made a bit of progress shifting from 25% to 28% in the previous year, which is 2024, in terms of internet access for most of the individuals in the country. So that again leaves a huge gap if we're looking at how do we create better solutions, how do we actually bring in digital solutions or digital innovations for a community that might actually not be able to leverage technology in the end due to the high cost or the lack of infrastructure. And just a minor then on gender inequality, where women and girls actually also fare worse in terms of various indicators across all the challenges that I actually highlighted. So eventually you see that these are like very serious problems, but for any innovator who wants to contribute to the social context, these are, again, a lot of opportunities that we can look at and think of diverse solutions that we can offer, either through developing solutions that are coming from the digital context that leverage technology, or solutions that basically will still run as a traditional enterprise, but in the long run, knowing that you're able to contribute to employment or livelihood transformation for the communities that we live in. So just to share, Emerge Livelihoods then created a diverse range of community programs and services. In social innovation, basically, we run an incubator, an accelerator that supports early stage enterprises that are actually building social, economic, and environmental solutions for different challenges across the country or across Africa, basically, depending on the kind of program structure that we curate at a time. And also, we observed that for us to continue amplifying access to better skills or attitudes that meet national, regional, or international job market needs, we then introduced the Emerge Learn initiative that actually adopts education and technology, but also leadership development for young people. Then we also offer the Emerge Hub, which is a resource platform that actually provides technology and innovation physical spaces where we bring together innovators and creators to bring impact ideas to life. And the other solution is then on creative financing, which is under the Emerge Fund, which I think under the introduction, it was also mentioned that we run an acceleration fund where we provide affordable and tailor-made debt financing for seed stage to early stage enterprises across Malawi and beyond as well. So I will probably not deep dive into each and every program in terms of maybe what's in the program, because that will probably take a while. But I'll allow maybe each and everyone to also be able to go through the website so you can learn more. But just to give a highlight on the Emerge for Bees, which I think might actually be relevant for most of us here. It's a program that provides you access to information sessions, training workshops, masterclasses, and any other resource that any entrepreneur might require as they start their social innovation journey. And what you benefit is then de-risking and investment readiness, which most of us, when we're struggling with access to finance, we basically need to build if we really want to be ready for investment in the long run. And also product to prototype development. Again, if you're a social innovator, you might actually be on a quest to develop your product. But for you to actually get to a full product, there might actually be a journey around prototype development. So that's something you also have access to as you go through the program. Then the others include adequate documentation that might actually amplify your governance in the company. So that includes business modeling and also business planning, a go-to-market strategy, and then improved storytelling for the entrepreneur themselves, because most of us actually struggle to tell our stories as entrepreneurs. And the other aspects include investment and networking linkages, as well as adoption of technology tools and resources that are provided in the diverse range of the program stages that you might actually go through. So who do we work with? Basically, it's SMEs, which is small, medium enterprises, but just grouping them into about 4 stages where we have the idea to seed stage innovators. So mostly at that stage, they might actually have an idea or just a business that is not yet making money because they want to get the prototype or product right before it actually launches on the market. Then we also have the livelihood sustaining enterprises, which are basically launched, but very micro, very small. And they're just there to basically sustain their life or the household for that individual. And then the dynamic enterprises are more growth oriented, looking at scaling to the entire country or even across Africa, whilst the niche ventures are actually special to a sector. So it might be maybe a product that once launched on the market, they might actually be the only ones doing that without any other person competing with that type of business. So currently we are having an open call for an opportunity under the Emerge for Bees initiative, which is the Empowering Sustainable Entrepreneurship in Africa program. So this program is in partnership with Village Capital as well as NORAD, and it's going to run for 2 years, which was 2025 to 2026. And we're looking for innovators that are working on solutions around renewable energy, food security, and climate adaptation. And it might be a solution that's still sector agnostic, as long as they are at least incorporating an aspect of either of these sectors. And there is a link again that I've shared there that if you are able to access, you can be able to express your interest to participate in this program. There will also be four enterprises rather that will actually get awarded grants up to $25,000 at the end of the program. So it's actually very exciting for Malawi. And I hope that it might actually be interesting for you to also be on the lookout and apply for that. And again, just to add, we also currently have an ongoing incubation cohort under the Zanchito Entrepreneurship and Access to Finance. The Zanchito Entrepreneurship and Access to Finance program is implemented under UNDP with support from the European Union in Malawi. And Emerge Livelihoods is one of the incubators that offers this as a service. And it's a 5-year initiative. So that means every year we actually make a call for applications for idea stage innovators to early stage enterprises who are interested in accessing finance. So there's technical support assistance where you're able to access up to $12,000 in technical assistance funding. And then again, just a minute. Yeah, so this was just a list of the current cohort that we're actually running. And for instance, okay, just give me a moment, sorry. I'm working from home, so my son is here. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so we're just finalizing the recent cohort, which basically has the list of the innovators that are listed on the poster. And that's just one of the innovators on the picture as well, who came in with an idea to actually develop charcoal briquettes that contribute to better energy efficiency for most households to curb the reduction of charcoal usage. So now he actually has a final product that is going to be launching on the market soon, which is really, really exciting. So if you're looking for opportunities to get your innovation, get access to incubation support, that's actually an opportunity that you can look forward to in the next coming months when we'll be making the next call for applications. And to proceed, we then have the Emerge Learn initiative. So under this, what you're able to access is leadership development, which has training and coaching, but also skills development, especially digital literacy, and also job placements. So we realize that sometimes trainings are never enough, but rather it's important to also provide access to exposure to the industry. So actually the young people, the innovators actually get to experience what it means to work in the sector. Then in addition, we have innovation programs. So they vary from hackathons or code design workshops, where we've also worked with diverse innovators that literally came with just an idea, but now it's a full product that's actually launched on the market. So this initiative, we work with almost everybody from children, youth, women, people with disability, refugees, social innovators, or MSMEs, which is micro, small, and medium enterprises as well. Yeah, before I proceed. Yeah, on the picture, again, is a cohort that we just completed recently. So we worked with 21 young people based in Lilongwe, Rumpi District, in Nkarabe, and Mzuzu, who were working with us for 6 months. So they were trained to train fellow young people. And during the 6 months, they were supporting different young people in getting more knowledge on digital business, which they actually completed last month. So we'll be actually rolling out a second cohort of the program, likely from March or somewhere in early April. And we normally look for 20 youth leaders under this initiative, but it's a very exciting opportunity if you want to learn more about how working in the development space is, getting access to a placement for 6 months with Emerge Livelihoods, and also working in the communities to train fellow young people on diverse skills and knowledge transfer. Then in addition, we have the Emerge Hubs. So these are basically spaces where you're able to meet, access different resources. Currently, we have the first Emerge Hub that's based in Mzuzu, which is the main office. But we also have the community impact hubs. So we partner with different local partners. We have 2 partners in Lilongwe, which is Computer Clinic and Computers for Enhanced Education. And also my hub, Mayoga in Karabe, and then Life Concern in Rumpi, hoping that we'll be able to grow the local partners in the next 5 years in all the districts in Malawi. But at the same time, we're also looking to scale the technology and innovation spaces across all major cities in the country. So if you're also looking for a space where you can be able to meet new people, build partnerships, or basically just have conversation around social innovation, these are the spaces that we have available as of now, and you can be able to engage different players across the districts highlighted. So just to finalize, then we have the Emerge Fund. So Emerge Fund is a subsidiary for Emerge Livelihoods, and the mission is to deliver transformative financial solutions for MSMEs to thrive whilst promoting climate adaptation and livelihood transformation. So if you recall, one of the challenges I highlighted being access to finance, we realize it's another thing to train businesses or business owners, but rather, why don't we also create a platform where we provide the resource that they need to get the business to become successful and also grow? So we are still at inception phase, but we'll start receiving application this year as well. So we'll be providing debt financing up to 10 million kwacha. And yeah, basically you can be from any other sector as well, including health, as long as your solution is also contributing towards climate adaptation or livelihood transformation through employment creation, as well as also the solution that you have falling under contributing towards the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So it has its own website, and you can also visit the website and be able to learn more about the kind of eligibility criteria that we have on offer, but also happy to take up any questions if need be. And then here is a couple of collaborators that have made our journey come to life since 2018. And very exciting that we also recently got into partnership with NORAD this year, and also the Entrepreneurs for Entrepreneurs OVO, who financed our inception of the Emerge Fund, which is the investment facility for entrepreneurs. So yeah, these are our contact details. And you can basically join us in our quest towards enabling a thriving ecosystem for individuals and communities to become self-reliant in Malawi and beyond. And also, I look forward to having you as part of the Emerge community. So thank you very much, and happy to take up any questions for now.